Hello, everyone. I am Chester44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. Last episode, we went a bit deeper into the endless paths and happened to find a bunch of Vithrak who are willing to let us pass. They just want us to grab some things in the floor we're on right now from the various animats that are down here. We can. Question is whether it's a good idea. But we'll see what happens, and if we're making a good decision. We're finding several spirits down here, as well as some cane willas. But we're dealing with them. I am not keen on the massive amounts of paralyzation that these guys are able to do, though. That displeases me greatly.
Let's go.
Kana is in trouble. Okay. Kana's alive. It was more dangerous than I expected. Adra has grown into the crevices of these weathered shells like fungus, pushing past stone and copper.
Not very quiet.
A hazy form stands before you. From time to time, the blurring features resolve into what you take to be an elven man. I can't do this anymore. How am I going to explain? How can we possibly give him what he wants? The spirit speaks in quick, hushed bursts of Ingwithan and shakes his head as if to answer his own question. He's going to kill me. He's killed so many. Why should he stop here? Who are you? He has brought so many people down here. I hear such terrible things from the upper floors. Even here, these constructs. I cannot sleep. I think sometimes that I will wake and find myself inside one of the automats. Will I even know? Will it not be like waking one day to find myself blind and mute? What does he want? The figure paces a few steps, raising his hands to his temples. Well, we cannot give him! Even after all this time, there is so much we do not know. He wants his son, the boy he knew, whole and preserved, returned to him. But people, souls, they don't always remember. Who's to say his son will remember being his son at all? Remember his father's face? I have seen mothers forget their children. What are you doing here? I'm hiding. I passed by one of the machines and I couldn't breathe. I was thinking about the work we've done, the things we've seen. How even small deeds can scar the soul. Is mine so ragged? Will Odnua's son be grateful when we have torn him from his rest? How could you do all this? I didn't think it would go so far. I didn't know. Odnua is our liege lord. How can I refuse him? He looks up, startled, looking past you. No, I'm not saying anything like that. I'm only frightened. I'm sorry. Don't tell anyone, please. Are you still loyal to Odnua? Of course. I am a devoted servant. His voice goes high with terror. I didn't mean... Please, I never meant that I would ever renounce my oaths. Do you know the way past the speaking door? I know the oath. Of course. We speak it every day. I am servant to Odnua. My sword arm is pledged against his enemies. My soul is sworn to his purpose. Sworn. We opened up this. Is it really a hidden door? I mean, I guess it technically is. A chest here with a sneak attack bonus on the boots. What remains of the statue suggests it once depicted a young warrior. There are runes along the base, and at the statue's feet is a name, Maros. And the flames of fair Rion, a saber. Okay. Looks like that's all the direction we can go that way. Let's run back and take a look down this route.
Slowly now.
Alright, what have we got up this direction?
Now
And we've got a trap.
I haven't seen before.
Couple traps here. This looks like a big central area. That must be the speaking door that they mentioned.
That's settled.
Okay. Let's take a look in this direction, then. We'll deal with the speaking door later. More Cainguillas. And a trap there. Bunch of traps here.
That's settled. That's settled.
And this is Anguithan machine part. I think there's one more thing that they wanted us to get. Alright. After this Cainguilla. Down it goes. Perfect. There's just a single Cainguilla, but I hear
Quiet as a calm sea,
I hear more howling.
which is not very quiet. Sea, which is not.
Alright, go after it.
Settle.
And down goes that Cainguilla.
Eyes open.
Oh, more spirits. Quite a few of them. This spirit stands stiffly at attention, her gaze focused on the end of the hallway. One arm bears a heavy round shield, though the rippling blur of soul energy obscures what lies upon it. Hello? Her head turns a little. They've passed the Blight Forges. If the Overseers live, we may stop them yet in the chambers beneath. If Kabiros and his pack of scheming wizards haven't betrayed us. The mob may be on us soon. Better to make peace with whatever God will have you. Are you afraid? Afraid of what? Indeed, what's to fear at all? Our own people turn against us. What remains if we are victorious? Who will feed the machines then? I do not fear the battle. I fear what will become of our Lord once we are victorious. What further madness the children of the wheel will pour into his ears. Perhaps he would stop once his son is returned to him, but will they let him? Children of the wheel. While Odd Nua contents himself with his titan, they dig after the very heart of heaven. Oh, madness, all of it. And yet Odd Nua holds them close at his side. None of this would have happened if not for them. They have driven our great lord from grief and into madness, pushed him into these deeds. He was a great king. Perhaps he will be again. Come, we'll rally to the defense at the steps, funnel them into our blades. With the Animats beside us, they won't stand a... The spirit gasps wordlessly, mouth agape. She gropes for something at her back, unseen, and takes a listing step sideways away from you. Her eyes, wide, gaze into yours. You... Trey... Her leg buckles, and as she falls, the misty lights which form her shape thin and scatter. Interesting. Oh! More Animat. Well, one more Animat.
Let's go.
And an Audra Beetle.
Settle.
Easily slain. Okay. We'll go up there in a minute. Let's take a look at what's down this path first. Seems to lead to a room. With more Animats. Get on them! Almost.
Let's go.
And now this one.
This isn't working.
There we go. Let's see. These strange mechanisms have cracks in some places, and some components appear to have been dismantled. There is no clear means of activating them.
Slow and silent.
Why do I feel like this chest might be locked? Might be trapped? Apparently it's not. It's just got a fine rod in it. Alright, let's take a look down this path.
Slowly now.
Oh, something to loot. And a trap
fire
there.
Shows me something new.
And something secret there. And here we have Adra Shell. I collected all the items the Vithrak leader requested. Charek promised a reward if I return them to the Vithrak camp. You know what? We'll go return them, and then we'll come back and deal with the speaking door. That way we'll be able to continue if need be. Head on. Alright, let's head up. Okay, then.
It lives, and it stinks of dust and old souls. Does it have the Adra Charek wants?
I found all the samples. I'll take them back to your leader now.
Nay, lingerer.
It steps forward, claws outstretched.
Give us what Charek demands. This is not for an outsider, a crawling worm among giants. Give it here.
I did this for the sake of your people. Are you so selfish that you'd risk that just so you can take credit?
It knows nothing. It speaks nothing. Give me the Adra.
One of the other scouts suddenly speaks hesitant.
Castoric. Animals speak sense. What? It mules like a skulder whelpling.
Why fight me? I give these to Charek and we both get what we want. The Vithrak only stares at you for a moment, growling in the back of its throat. You sense anxiety from the scouts.
Castoric. Nay! Enough. It has what it wishes.
The Vithrak makes a violent gesture with one clawed hand.
It returns to Charek. It leaves us in peace. Go.
Okay. He wasn't very happy about that. Anyway. Let's, I guess, give these in. Excuse me. Now then, Charek. Your scouts weren't so grateful. They tried to ambush me on the way back. You feel phantom fingers tracing your thoughts.
Charek sees. Is sorry for what Castoric does. Charek speaks to scouts. Explains. Is not harming human animal. Here, Charek gives this. Is making peace, yes?
I have all the Adra samples. You feel another passing itch in your skull and then a rippling echo of joy.
Then Vithrak owe a great debt. With these, we study, learn Master's secrets. We make statues greater than old dead Master of Hollow Place. Stravik Nareth will gleam like the sea. Vithrak, thank you. Is having coin. Is custom, yes? Vithrak have coins of many ages. We'll give many. If human animals still go into the deep places, should talk to Krivi. Krivi has supplies, will help. Charek is giving this also. Found in tunnels and does not suit Vithrak. Keep humans safe, yes? Will bring fortune.
Glad to help, Charek.
Vithrak, remember, long after sun falls into sea, this is start of something. New turn of the wheel.
Charek turns towards the nest lining the walls.
Young will live in better place.
Okay. Drawn in spring, a unique dagger. It's superb, damage inflicted over time, and extra accuracy. I'll give that to you. I mean, you're probably not going to use it, but you have it. Okay, so what can we buy from you then, Krivy? Your leader said you had some supplies to sell.
Yes, Charek is saying you help us. Krivy is collecting supplies. A dear tongue can see.
Let's see. Nothing I really need, truth be told, but I can sell a lot of the things that I've picked up. I don't need any of these traps. They're completely useless to me. I never set traps. And aside from that, I'll throw all of these in. Throw that in, throw that in, throw all these in. As for armor... Oh! Code of Ill Payment. I don't remember that. Take a look at that shortly. And trade all of those. Very nice. Now let me see here. A few items that we happen to get. Okay, you're using Golden Gaze. Expose vulnerabilities on hit or critical hit. Which is nice. But we also have this rod. Rod of Pale Shades. Stun and disorienting. I'm gonna give you that one. That looks like it'll be better. Oh, you have a dagger there. Wait, okay, that's a dagger. I'll give you this dagger so that you actually have it. Have a dagger there. Don't think the rest of the weapons matter. What is this coat? Extra resolve and damage reduction. I may have actually seen that at some point. Oh, right, but we do have this. This ring, which gives extra dexterity. That's better than Fulvano's gloves. Much better than Fulvano's gloves. I'm going to take that instead of the Ring of Protection, and I'm going to have to find something to replace the gloves with. Riona's Vambraces. That's actually a very good one. Okay, I'm going to swap that out. And you can have Riona's Vambraces for now. So we've got a much better dex bonus. Very good. These don't matter very much. Okay. That's pretty good. Now let's head down and deal with that speaking door and see what's in the next floor down. We just run over to there. I will need to check over my other companions, see if there's anything good I can give them. Okay. I'll need to find some other good gauntlets at some point. This is still pretty good. Alright, let me drop a save before we try this. Alright, let's interact with this door. A large, ornate Anguithan door stands before you. To either side rest large crystals, glowing with a faint light. You feel a peculiar change in the air, as if some presence were nearby, yet there is nobody to be seen. You hear a whisper emerging as if from thin air from the general direction of the door. It grows in both volume and number, many voices speaking quietly. Thank you, AB, I'll call you. I do hope you enjoy. In moments, it has become a chaotic hiss of voices, each vying to be heard. But as you listen, the voices begin to settle into a cadence, and then into words, a phrase spoken by many at once. Beneath stone and weight of years rests one who would slay death. Who comes to wake him? Examine the door. Worn smooth by the passage of time, the door bears no obvious means of opening it, beyond whatever enchantment lends its voice. There is no place for a key, nor any handle. It seems you'll have to try something else. What if I say this? While there was that person who said he was servant, it seemed there was something else. Someone said something about changing it, I think. I am enemy to Odd Nua. My sword arm is pledged against his followers. My sword is sworn to this purpose. The voices seem to draw in breath. You hear the rumble of stone, and the door slides open. The crystals to either side of it dim, and with the light go the voices, fading first into murmuring whispers and then silence. The path is clear. You have done it! We shall be the first to step beyond these doors in an age!
Fire casts light in dark places.
Indeed we shall. Guardian of Odd Nua. Quite a few here. Okay, you... Let's get a good blessing on us.
Not even
Let's go.
Do what you can against these other guards. Quickly.
Let's go.
Okay, focus on the Guardian. It's almost dead. And... it's down.
Let's go.
Finish off that last dodge for Animat.
Shadow. Let's.
And we're good. Okay, loot what we can here. Ooh. Edge of Reason, a unique battle axe. Damage restored as endurance, crit damage multiplier. Okay, things are pretty good. And that heads to the next area. It appears to be everything here, interestingly enough. Okay. So there's going to be one more floor. Let me do a rest here. Oh, your eyes open to a familiar scene. Durin sits with his staff laid across his lap, a malignant flame sprouting from one end. He is difficult to make out, his features soft, bleeding together. But the staff you can see clearly, its etchings aglow in molten orange. Though Durin's face is difficult to distinguish, there is no mistaking the hardened expression, the furrowed brow. His voice hisses and sputters, low and unintelligible, as though having a private argument with the staff. Traces of spittle catch the firelight as they fly from his lips like sparks. And to your surprise, there is a female figure behind him. You are about to call out a warning when you realize it is the Magrin statue where you met Durance at the fork. Yet she seemed almost alive for a moment. Her cast shadow seemed as if it was moving, cloaked. Then it is still, frozen with the night at its back. Examine the staff. There is something odd about one of the symbols. A circle of 12 smaller circles. One of the small circles glows brightly, but the other 11 give off little light. They flicker and fade like dying embers. Between his hissing curses, Durance lowers his face close to the staff and blows on the fading circles with panicked rapidity, coaxing light from them, but they do not ignite. One by one the light of the circles dies and smoke rises from their ashes. Only one still burns. Durance hurls his staff at his feet, and it clatters to the ground. Its edges have become soft, difficult to find. Like its owner, the staff has become a blur. You close your eyes and reopen them, and Durance is there, picking up his staff from the ground. But the blur is gone, and you are awake. Clearly we must speak with you, Durance. I had questions I wanted to
If doubts
ask
and
you.
curiosity plague you,
I had
you're
another
sticking your
vision of you,
knuckles
one
on
of the
the
symbols
wrong
on your
door.
staff. It was dying.
You see many things that aren't there, Watcher. Perhaps the symbol was for your disappearing sanity, and we are to bid it farewell while you still have the wits to grieve for it.
It was the Godhammer symbol. I saw 12 circles, and 11 faded away.
No riddle there, Watcher. It took 12 of us to build the Godhammer. Afterward, I took my leave of all of them to see what Margaret had in store for me. I've seen none of them since.
Are you sure there isn't more to that story?
Your kind has a way of interpreting its visions to fit the version of the truth you like best. But Magran's flame leaves no room for interpretation. Waste the time of others with your distortions and your fever dreams.
Flames leave no doubt as to what or where they are, but why they are is anyone's guess.
It's always the way of the mad to try to convince others of a reality only they can see. But when your doctrine's the truth, it requires no convincing, only an opening of the eyes. I would purify you, Watcher, if I thought it would help.
Very concerning. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Not the stream. Don't go anywhere, those of you watching the stream. Just the episode. Next episode, we'll head deeper down into the endless paths. Till then, I am Chester44, also known as Falai. That is Laniara, Palagina, Kana, Dorans, the Grieving Mother, and Sagani. This has been a Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, and I shall see you all next time.